The world has been seeing leverage of about 2, 3, 5 times. Here we are looking at 10 to 20 times.
Yes.
And I think that is a model the world must see.
So we have all been doing a number of projects here and there. We've learned a lot. We've been able to do projects with impact and return.
Alain, welcome to International Solar Alliance. It's so wonderful to have you in our office. Alain, as CEO of Africa 50, co-owned by 33 governments. Let's talk about Africa's energy access and how Global Solar Facility and Africa Solar Facility come in.
Yes.
We all know $2.2 trillion invested in clean energy, but only 2% in Africa. Even though 600 million people do not have energy access.
Yes.
And 50% of them are probably going to have it to distributed renewable energy.
Yeah.
How does Africa 50, which has been traditionally doing large infrastructure projects, got excited by DRE?
Well, thank you very much, Ashish. I'm very pleased to be here. Thank you for your wonderful reception and your team, fantastic welcoming, and we're very pleased to be here. Well, you see, distributed renewable energy is really an extremely important tool. We have seen recently that the World Bank Group and the African Development Bank Group, they have launched the Mission 300 initiative, which is aiming at connecting 300 million Africans to electricity by 2030. This is a very exciting initiative. It's very ambitious. And we at Africa 50, we felt that we needed to participate in helping implement this very, very bold and exciting initiative. Now, at Africa 50, as you mentioned, we are owned by 33 African countries, the African Development Bank, and also 2 African central banks. And recently, the Public Investment Corporation of South Africa has joined Africa 50 as shareholder. Our mandate is to invest in infrastructure, mostly power, but also other subsectors in the infrastructure space. So we have a track record of investing for impact and returns. So when we had this opportunity really to make a difference in the DRE, distributed renewable energy space, we were very excited. We said we want to participate. And then the partnership with ISA was really a partnership that enabled us really to do a lot more, because ISA is coming in with catalytic capital, global convening power, knowledge that they can transfer to help us accelerate our work in the renewable energy space. So very excited. I'm looking forward to continue to strengthen this partnership.
Oh, that's wonderful. We are also very excited with this partnership. As you know, this launch at Barbados between ISA, SE for All, Africa 50 and Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority of a DRE 500 million facility for Nigeria. Yes. And I'm delighted that World Bank has also now approved $25 million. Yes. So it's so fascinating to see Africa 50 becoming a platform to attract a lot of this financing. Let's talk about what would success for this blended finance look like. And we have discussed that the perception that there is a need for an integrated platform rather than duplication and fragmentation so that everybody attracts. And this is something that we have been discussing. Yes. Tell us a little bit more of how do you see success of an integrated platform look like?
But you see, it's really all about scaling up. So we have all been doing a number of projects here and there. We have a track record of implementing projects, and it's good. We've learned a lot. We've been able to do projects with impact and return. But the magnitude of the needs calls for a different approach, calls for scale and speed. And I truly believe that when you put together a platform like the one that we've put together with ISA, NSIA, Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, SE for All of the UN, and now Africa 50, now supported by the World Bank, and other partners will join. We will be able to scale up the support to distributed renewable energy stakeholders so that we can achieve significant penetration, bring a lot of connections, and this is really what I believe will happen. Now, what we are also solving for is the fact that what we really need a lot of is equity capital. We need to be able to provide equity capital to the developers, to the actors which are on the ground trying to build mini grids, solar home systems, but they didn't have the right product to support them. So what we are doing together with ISA is really to leverage the junior capital that will be provided by ISA. With that, we will raise additional capital from pension funds, from DFIs, so that we can, as part of this platform, achieve scale. But I also want to emphasize speed, because the needs are urgent. We cannot take forever to get this done. That's why I was very happy that yesterday at the meeting of the steering committee, we actually put it out there that we need to get started in September. So we are on notice that we need to get this done. And I was very pleased that the government of India, through the presence, the chairmanship of the Minister of Renewables, he was there to provide his support. And I was very encouraged by this very expression of support that he mentioned during the steering committee. And we make sure that we're able to implement.
That's great, because, we have been discussing that we must kickstart the $74 million that we are close to mobilizing as part of the 200 million facility. Yes. And you have a full support that by September we need to kickstart, because we'll learn by doing as well. And another interesting thing that you just mentioned is the amount of leverage.
Yes.
The world has been seeing leverage of about 2, 3, 5 times. Here we are looking at 10 to 20 times.
Yes.
And I think that is a model the world must see. Because as the capital is shrinking, small amount of blended finance junior equity has this demonstration.
No, that is very fantastic. I think we have to emphasize this. Everybody understands now that we have to support the private sector that will deliver at scale. But the private sector is telling us, look, can you provide us with whatever we need to be able to achieve the goals that the international community is setting, in this case, the Mission 300 goal. So the way we do that, with a $50 million commitment from the Global Solar Facility, we can mobilize $700 million capital to support private companies that will be operating the DRE space. That is a leverage, if I'm not mistaken, of 14. So you're leveraging limited capital to achieve massive impact. This is the kind of initiative that we want to do, limited government money and foundations to achieve significant impact, mostly funded by the private sector. I'm very excited about this. I am eager to get started. We want to get started in September. But, this partnership that we're building, Ashish, the International Solar Alliance, Africa 50, SE4, NSIE of Nigeria, it's really a partnership that would transform things on the ground. My hope really is to be able to replicate in Africa what I've seen here in India. Of course, as you know, I come to India, I like India, I've been spending a lot of time, even when I was at IFC. But what I heard today when we visited Seki, where the Solar Corporation of India is able to, with government support, the right policies, the right environment, to move from almost 0 megawatts of solar to 110 gigawatts of solar in 10 years. This is massive growth. We want to see this kind of growth on the continent. I believe we can do it.
That's so wonderful to hear, Alain. Count on our support. We are starting with the facility for DRE, but we need credible, locally leaders like you with institutions like Africa 50 to get into partnerships of international convening, international knowledge, and an ability to leverage India's experience on this journey going forward. Wonderful to have you today.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.